All right. I'm gonna be introducing us to UI UX for the first people coming on board that don't understand the concept of UI or UX, right? So basically, what is UI? UI basically has to mean the user interface, what the user is basically saying. Why US has to consider the user experience. So we're going on a journey. So get me. So we say UX is the user experience design, right? Why UI stands for the user interface design. Yes. So US is user experience, UI is user interface. So we say user experience encompasses all aspects of the end user interaction with the company, its services, and its product. Now we're saying user experience design is the process of developing and improving the quality of interaction between a user and all facet of a company. Now user experience has to play a major role. It has to basically mean the experience a user gets using a product. So in other words, was the experience worthwhile? Did the user feel excited, feel happy? Was it joyous? Did the app give him or her happiness? Did the person fulfill what they came to the app to do? That's what we call user success. So it's the successful completion of the desire the user wants to do on the app. So did the person do it successfully? So the experience the person gets. So it's the feeling. User experience has to do with the feeling, while user interface has to do with the saying, right? So we said let's take an example. Let's take an example, an e-commerce website. If a customer if the customer finds the buying experience to be long, complex, and complicated, then a US would be a bad one. So in other words, if you're designing, like I was trying to tell somebody recently, that if you're designing now, let's say you're designing a food app, you do not need to do too much screen for the user to get where he can order his food, make payments, and get delivery. In other words, you are going to have to reduce the amount of screen a user sees. By the second, third, or third screen, the user should be able to see a place where he or she can order his food. But if the process is long, now what that's what we're trying to say. If the buying experience is long, complex and complicated, is having the person is having a bad year. So don't make the process of ordering food on an app long. Let it short, and always make your app to be very simple and easy to use. Leave complexity and don't make it complicated. The goal is to make the experience of a user worthwhile and excellent. I'm going to talk about the seven components of a user experience. The app must be useful, desirable, accessible, credible, findable, usable, and what valuable. All right. So for the user interface, we pick close to five things on for the user interface: words, images, space, time, and behavior. All of this will be very much explained along the line as we proceed on our journey, right? So we said user interface has to do with the aesthetic, what the user is seeing. So that was is a same part of the whole design process, while user experience is the feeling part. So that can help you on the two differences basically. So we said the importance of user experience. Basically, it tries to fulfill the user needs because we want to know what the user wants, because you can only design for a user or a target audience when you know what they want, right? Secondly, we say it aims to provide positive feedbacks that keep the user loyal to a brand. Now, a user can only be loyal to your brand when you have provided them quality service consistently. In other words, let's say I open a car app, let's say I open Uber. If I've used Uber over time and I've not had issues, I can recommend Uber. Currently, I use Piggyverse. Okay. Now I've used Piggyverse for over 4 to 5 years, and whenever I have issues, they're always quick to answer. So I get quality service from Piggyverse. Now I am loyal to the brand. If you tell me you want to save now, I will recommend Piggyverse to you. And I do not know, I've not seen any branch of them. I'm just seeing their app has been sustaining and it has been good. So I can recommend it. In other words, I'm not loyal to Piggyverse because of quality service, right? Then a meaningful user experience allows you to define customer journey on the websites that are more conducive for the business success. Okay? All right. So we say in user interface design, basically this has to do with the component, the look, the feel, the presentation, the interactive of a product. Are you getting? So user interface design is purely a digital practice. In other words, it has to do with the whole features on the app, the buttons, the icons, the spacing, the typography, the color scheme, and the responsive design. Everything that has to do with the beauty, the aesthetic is what we call user interface in UI. All right. And so in the next class, I'll be talking more on UI and also focusing more on how it can benefit you on your journey in UI UX.